What is good, everybody? Welcome back to it. Wait, you know what? I need to start the show a little bit different. Give me 1 second. I just got to adjust something real quick and make sure this is.
People. Put it on that beat, ho. Hey, Monster on the beat, ho. Debo, D-Rap, nigga, he a freak, though. Man, damn, call her ambulance. Tell him, breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? They in the street and hitting from Marlin, they mama. How many options really got? There's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton.
Y'all want to hear my conspiracy theory about the beef?
Oh boy, here we go.
I apologize. I had to do that though. It was not optional. Okay, it was not optional. I had to do that. I apologize for anyone I've angered. I'm gonna be honest with you though. The only person I'm really concerned about angering is Dot. I am. I don't want no smoke with Kendrick at all on any level. So, huh?
Terrible.
I'm just being honest. Yeah, I hear you, bro.
All right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This whole beef is so weird to me. Like once they start bringing in kids and wives, I just lose respect, man.
Oh, me and my brother Ro especially had a very long, contentious conversation about this. And don't get okay. So let me preface by saying this again. Let me finish the show intro. I just had to do that. Welcome back, everybody. Top 5 Live, episode 136. Y'all know the usual suspects, but you also know my big brother up here on the top left, Michael Watson, in the building. And I will make sure that it is very well known before we get deep into this show. My guy's on one, okay? And I'm here for it. I'm always here for it. When Mike is fired up,
when is Mike not on one? Mike is always fired up.
Am I?
Not always. Not
You
always.
are. What do you are? You are the most epic, right?
When he comes on this show,
That's true.
When he comes on this show, he's usually fired up about something.
This is
I'll be
a
ready.
passionate podcast on the stream. I saved it for this show.
I like that. I like
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Like,
I like that. We're going. That's the tagline. We're going to have to make that the tagline.
Oh, absolutely. Y'all
Yeah.
have very epic debates, and they're not. And I don't want people to get misconstrued. These are serious debates, back and forth of true discussion. Like this isn't blind argument to talking on this show. These are very passionate people that come on here, and they have valid points, and it's back and forth, back and forth. If you want to hear somebody talk about something, dissect the subject, and go in with passion and vigor, you come to Top 5 Live, baby.
Come to Top 5 Live.
Vigor.
That is the goal. You know what I'm saying? The goal is to, you know what I'm saying, if you need somewhere to go do some furniture moving, you know what I'm saying, have a structured yet passionate and sometimes overly passionate discussion. This is your place. This is where you want to do that at. You know what I'm saying?
Most passionate show on the. Yeah, I take that.
And anytime my brother Mike's like, I don't even remember what I was doing, but Mike texted me, he was like, "Hey, bro, I don't know if y'all already got a topic, but if you don't, I got one I want to do." And I said, "Hey, let me know what it is. I'm gonna run it by the bruh." And he was like, and then this is leading into the title for the list that we're doing tonight: Top 5 Most Hated Characters. And I said, "Oh snap, okay. What, like, are we talking about a specific genre?" And Mike was like, "Nigga, all of them." Like, he did not specifically say nigga all of them. I'm adding that in. But I'm just telling you, he was like, "Yo, across genres, like I'm talking about video games, TV, movies, all that, you know, literature, it don't matter. It's just whoever you got smoke for." And he made sure that he was very specific in saying, we're not talking about characters that you love to hate. We're talking about characters that you hate. Like, Mike, you tell them how you told me.
Well, all right. Well, first off, I'm gonna give you a disclaimer for those crazy people out there. We are talking about the characters, not the actors. Okay?
Yes.
We're not talking about the actors. The actors are real people.
Yes.
I do not hate these people.
Yes.
I hate these characters. That's what we are talking. The characters in the fictional world, I do not want to bring harm to real, living, breathing people in actual reality. That is the
Yes.
So
Correct.
please do not take any of our passion and vigor and go on social media talking about you want to kill somebody, because that is not what we're saying.
Not at
We are
all.
not calling. We are not being K-Dot calling for people to take shots at Drake. Literally, we're not
Right.
doing that.
So when I messaged Morgan about this, I've been watching. I've been watching a lot of stuff with my wife. I've been watching a lot of stuff with my kids. And there's just these characters that just rub me the wrong way. Like, if you've ever watched something and just been so upset and you just want to jump in the screen and help the other character, like you physically wanted to go in there and put hands, like the type of shit that gets you up and you're pacing back and forth, like, I don't believe this is happening. Right, this is out of pocket. This is out of pocket. Like I was watching the show with my daughter, and I was like, boy, I tell you, if I can go over to Japan right now and find this motherfucking character, oh, I would fire him up. I would get off the plane, and you would hear the Stone Cold Steve Austin breaking up the glass, and I'm coming in there, and you sum them up, all of it. All right, so that's what we're talking about today. And I'm just,
I feel like Mike had all this energy, and he was like so calm and cool for like a week. And he was just letting it build.
Just holding it in for a week.
He's holding it in for a week, and then I was just letting it go.
I'm just lucky that the brothers here on Top 5 Live would allow me to come on here and let this passion out.
You stress reliever, just
always, bro.
Wow, just
wow.
Hey, post what he said, because I'm still typing in the ticket. What did he say? I missed it.
He rubs in the wrong way. He make that dude look warm if he could. Terrible.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Justin always got smoked for Javon and Heat for some reason.
I mean, listen, it's okay. It's all right.
Everybody needs a hater in their life, though.
Everybody needs a hater. Haters make you great.
I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that
you Yes.
Hey, and I think it's perfect that this is the week for the episode because of I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you walk. Yes.
Bro. So, all right. So do y'all have, what is your conclusion? What is your thought about, first of all, rap beef in general, and then specifically the Kendrick versus Drake beef? Like, do you enjoy rap beefs, or is it, not your type of thing?
I
want to go.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I like rap beefs, but when they start talking about dudes' kids and wives, I'm like, this ain't a wife beef. This ain't rap beef. This is two high schoolers, squabbling. I hate the way that.
Hey, the way he draws, the way he wears the headphones.
Hey, it's okay, man. It's all right. Just
Vermont.
Everybody need a purpose in life. Your purpose in life is to watch me and hate. That means I'm doing something right.
I think everybody needs a hater or two, man. I like, I'm similar to Javon. I enjoy I don't know who I was talking to about this, but I like the authenticity of rap and hip hop, right? Like, it comes from a personal place. It's life experiences. It's, people who are putting, real life on wax. And I like that part of I like that part of hip hop beef. I like that it's personal. Like, usually it's something real that people are beefing over, but I don't enjoy the drama and the gossip and the back and forth in it. Like, I don't like the people. Like, this beef got to a point where they were just snitching on each other. And some people, of course, you need to be snitched on. First of all, you need to be snitched on. If you're out here doing the stuff that they doing, you need to be snitched on. But call the police. Like, if you're gonna snitch, call
the police.
Someone call the police on this man. If you got the proof, call the police and get this man off the streets.
I mean, they both said some things that the police should be involved. Just saying.
So to me, I'll always go back to it. I had posted a TikTok the other day. What I say? I said Magneto was right. And J. Cole was right too. So J. Cole got out of it because he knew, like, especially with social media and stuff, people gonna dig up your whole life. Like I don't know if y'all saw Metro. Metro had Metro Boomin had some super suspect tweets, worse than the Drake stuff. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, that's not like a rap beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I think of a rap beef, I think of like LL Cool J and Cannabis. Like,
that was a good rap.
They weren't like bringing their kids in. They weren't like, they're not talking about like, they're not uncovering like dirt. Yeah. Like this is what it feels like to me. Like we just gonna start digging up dirt. Mm-hmm. Like
I know it's hard to separate the context of what they're saying, but for me, I grew up in the era of the Tupac and Biggie beef, and you know I still Tupac was a monster. His verse was just impeccable in that beef, and like that's what I know of like rap battles. And I listened to this one, and despite the wild shit they are saying, what I find to be so impressive, and it has a lot to do with social media, is how far this has reached to where, if we're talking about the technical terms of rap and hip hop, how people are breaking down double entendres, triple, all this stuff in the verses that, I didn't even pick up on. And the fact that, for one example,
the rapper didn't pick up on. They didn't even, some of that stuff they didn't even mean to do. And it just
one lady in a TikTok video said her school was clearly a Drake school. And then once this rap beef came up, she came to school the next day and it flipped to a Kendrick school. And in her classrooms, they were having debates about what, like the verses and comparing them. And she just said, I just felt sorry for the one Drake student that was left in my class. Because when they were breaking down what Kendrick was saying and how he was saying it in the bars, they just couldn't compete with it. Or this one video just said, like, we have 45-year-old white women discussing the heights and falls of hip hop on TikTok right now. I'm blown away by how many people this has reached and are literally having discussions about the bars. Like the A minor hit, that has triple meaning, and I didn't catch two of them, and that's wild. It's so wild. So like, I get what Quick and Javon are saying about like once you start including the kids and the family, like y'all have gone too far. And I know it's hard to separate context in that way, but if you don't consider that aspect of it, the reach of it for hip hop vocabulary back and forth is crazy.
Yeah,
like I agree. Like it's like it's all that's cool, and then they go like too far, and then it just takes me right out the song, and I'm like, because in my mind I'm thinking like, if you said this to me, I'm not going in the booth. Especially if I got money, I'm getting on the plane.
I have to be where you are.
Yes, I need to be where you are. Like, I'm going to find out where you are. And don't bring in security. Don't bring in security.
My conspiracy theory was that Diddy set this whole thing up. Diddy was in hot water for like 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, everything was about the beef and the drama. And now nobody even cares about Diddy no more. So
hey, you might have something there, Diddy. I'm never going to say that before.
Everybody's still saying no Diddy right now. People are still saying no Diddy,
but nobody said earlier.
But if that's the worst he got to deal with,
that's
the investigation's still happening. The Feds are still investigating right now. You better believe that.
About Drake right now instead of Diddy. Somebody did something. Somebody moved judges around. Let's just say.
Diddy just got roasted on Tom Brady's roast. He wasn't even in it. He wasn't even around. He still caught strays. Diddy is forever from this day forward a punchline. Period. He already was, but it's worse now. Right. And he's literally being investigated. He's being investigated by Homeland Security and the federal government.
He's out the public eye, though.
It doesn't matter if he's out of the public eye. He has the Homeland Security in his hands. Exactly. He got a whole legion of private eyes that are looking at everything he's done, and his kids were arrested on TV. Like, there's still investigations going on. They're still investigating the people that's investigating the investigators. So I mean,
So do you all watch anime?
Mm-hmm.
I have watched Demon Slayer. I've watched what was that? Baki, Demon Slayer, Baki.
Ryan,
People,
that roast was not trash, man. Don't do that.
I don't know, bro. That roast, that I was laughing. That roast was pretty fire to me. But yeah, I watch some, but I don't watch nearly as much as many people do.
Has anyone ever seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
I started it. I haven't finished it, but I heard
it's complete fire.
Yeah.
But someone said describe the Kendrick and Drake beef with an anime, and it is a scene from Full Metal Alchemist, and I swear to goodness, it is 1,000% accurate. It's 1,000% accurate. The example they get. So, Danny, when you get done watching it, let me know and I'll point it out.
I'm about to say, man, please don't spoil it.
But it's just the fact that this and so me and Javon and I believe Danny agree as well. It's the reach for me. It's the reach. I know they like I said, they said some wild ass shit, but it's the reach. It's people have come up with so like when he told old boy to shut up and do some drums, and he made a beat dissing him.
He definitely did do them drums.
He did some drums, all right.
And it's catchy. BBL, yo, I've been singing BBL Drizzy in my head for 2 days, yo. BBL Drizzy.
Hey,
Let's do it.
Hey, Mike.
What's up?
Mike, somebody said this beef is like Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Where they had their feud. I was like,
hey,
I know y'all don't watch it, but
no, I got you. And that's where I'm leading to. It's people found similarity to a thing that they love and compared it to this, which then it entails reaches more people because once you click that similarity together, like, oh, I get it. So now let me investigate more. Like, I forgot it was this green owl, like from some hospital or something, a mascot for like this medical company. They made a video of the owl throwing it back to BBL.
Wow.
I mean, the owl doesn't even have an ass. It's just a big box and two stubby legs, and the owl was out here like.
But you know what though? Even with all this though, it's the crazy part is like everybody keeps saying like Drake lost it. Drake is losing.
Oh, he lost.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna hurt him as much as people think though. Like,
it ain't about
like
you
know what I'm saying? Like,
it ain't about hurt. It's about he lost. He just lost.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he lost the battle. Like,
I don't think he's. Gonna,
see the. All right, so going back to what how we feel about the beef. I said from the beginning, I don't. To me, when you bring people's family in, I'm with Javon on that. If you bring my kids in, my wife and stuff like that into it, that's too far, right? But also, as long as it is not leading, I don't want to see his violence. For those two brothers or people in their crew, if it's not leading to violence, I'm not getting ready to tell no lie and say I'm not going to sit here and enjoy it. I definitely was. But
some of the stuff that they've been saying about each other's family.
I got an entire see, but to me, once it went to that level, Dot warned him to leave it outside of that. Drake did not. And then Dot went on a tirade of the likes I don't think we've ever seen before. But you could have still been on the fence. Now I said from the beginning, Drake loses automatically because there are other writers in this beef on his behalf. You automatically lose. You can't possibly win if it's supposed to be 1-on-1 and it's actually 3 or 4 on 1. You know what I'm saying? In these rap battles where every time you come back with a diss, you can't win. It's impossible now. You know what I'm saying? It gave even more credence to when Kendrick was like, I don't know if I'm fighting AI or if I'm fighting 20 of y'all, but if I gotta smack 20 of y'all, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like and Drake can't refute it. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen people online saying, well, we don't know that he has ghostwriters. If you go and look at the credits for the song, he literally gives them writing credit on those songs. Push-ups, I thought Push-ups was good. I thought that joint was good. there are there are 3 or 4 writer credits on that song. Once you see that, you can't unsee it. It's a wrap. Like you can't possibly win. If let's say you leave that in, right, and you just going song for song, and you get done with Meet the Grams, and then to me it ended from the moment when, as soon as I heard Not Like Us, I said it's over. There is no responding. There's nothing to talk about no more. And then right after that, Drake released that The Heart Sits, and I was like, man, my guy got on here and literally conceded. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like his old lyrics was like, man, you know what? He give all that Southern talk for like 30 seconds on the end of the joint. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of burned out now. I bet you are burned out. He burned your skull off. You know what I'm saying? They're not like us. The Not Like Us was literally like dropping napalm in a cemetery. That crap was ridiculous. Like I can't think of one diss song that is that catchy that I've ever heard. I'm talking about people were line dancing to that song over the weekend in the club. You know what I'm saying? Like people have made memes of it. If you type it in on TikTok, you're gonna see dances everywhere. I have never heard a diss song that catchy in my life. And on top of that, Kendrick gave you multiple things that will go down in history forever. You will never look at the word fan again the same in hip hop. It's impossible now. You know what I'm saying? Every time you hear fan now, you think freaky ass nigga. That's all you hear. Every time I hear fan, that's all I hear. Freaky ass nigga. Every time I hear it. Every time I hear I can never hear A minor again and not hear A minor. Like there are just multiple punchlines in that one song that I'm like, hey, it's over, Drake. Like if you have people line dancing in the club, they started playing Drake in one of the clubs and people got mad and started booing. They were booing when Drake came on. It was just a Drake song and they were like, boo. I was like, yo, this is crazy. It's crazy. Like there's no.
I think the only thing that saves.
They played it on. They played it in it. Let me say that real quick too, for those who missed it. The game that was playing last night on the outro when they were going to the NBA game. I can't remember who played last night, but on the outro with them going to commercial, they were playing Not Like Us. I swear to you, they were playing Not Like Us on the NBA countdown.
They were playing Drake's song when he dropped Tailor Made. I think when he did that one, they were playing his too. But the thing that I think that
Tailor Made is the AI when it don't count.
They're so not Tailor Made. It wasn't Tailor Made. It was the no, it wasn't. It was I think it was Tailor Made. It was the no, it was Push Ups when he did Push Ups. They were doing that. But the thing that I think kind of saves Drake if he. I got so many conspiracy theories in my brain, but the thing that saves him is that we know that people don't care. Bro. We know that people don't care about the allegations. They don't know if they don't care if he, we know they're still fans of people who've been in jail for years for worse things. So we know that a lot of people, if he make good music, which Drake does, he makes good music, they're not going to care. They don't care about the ghostwriters. They don't value the authenticity of hip hop and rap. So as long as as long as he makes stuff that makes people dance and that gets a lot of plays, people still gonna support him, and they gonna
No
That's why I say it don't really matter though. Pusha got at him hard, man. Pusha got at him hard.
Pusha closed it. Pusha closed it, and Drake. This is two battles. The thing I will give Drake credit for is that he always responds. Always. It don't matter who comes at him. He always responds. Now, you could attribute that to the fact that he has a staff of writers, but the point is he always responds. You know what I'm saying? So I will give him credit for that.
Was it hilarious to y'all that Kanye tried to get himself in the beef and nobody cared at all? Like
I didn't know that.
I didn't even know that.
Kanye did a remix verse from what was the first song that came out from what was the one that said F the Big Three? It's just me. What was the name of that song? Like that. He did a remix where he put a whole nother verse on it, and he was calling out J. Cole and Drake and all kinds of people. and nobody cared. Not a single person cared. He did a whole interview, like a whole hour-long interview with a dude.
I agree with Just. No one cares about that.
I did see that. I
think part of the problem is that there was no time to digest what Kanye did. Kendrick just kept hitting. Like when someone told me Kendrick put out a response to Drake's diss, I was like, yeah, I know. Kendrick just already ate him up. What are you talking about? He already responded. Like, what do you mean? Like, no, Kendrick has put out another response a half an hour after Drake responded. Dude, I believe him. He hates that boy.
I was like, yo, how do you drop it?
Literally in the studio, he made 2 songs and said, I don't know which one. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go with this one.
Yeah, one in the chamber, man.
Then he heard what Drake said.
Ready for you.
And put it out. He literally.
I imagine he was at dinner.
He already
saw it, and he just made the call.
He already had it uploaded to YouTube. He already had the SEO was in there, the title, everything was already made. Everything was already made.
Like playing spades.
All he had to do
was it was like playing spades, but you got. It was like playing spades, but you got the set book, so you just put that crap on your head. Go ahead, drop it. You know what I'm saying? Bow! You know what I'm saying? Cards slap across the table. I mean, he knew what time it was, bro. None of us knew. Like I said, I don't think any of us knew. Not like us could possibly. I'm dead serious. Ether still is ether. Like that'll never change, right? But on its face, I legitimately can't think of one diss song that hits as hard as Not Like Us. I'm serious. I'm talking about just beat wise, energy wise. Like I can't think of one diss song that hits like that, bro. I really can't.
I know Cannabis has had hip hop in a chokehold for a bit, man. Mm-hmm. And he put like not what is it, second round knockout? What was it?
Second round knockout, yeah.
I don't know, man. Hit 'em Up was kind of catchy, man. That thing on Hit 'em Up was a catchy song, man. And I don't know if they was playing it in the clubs and stuff, but that one got some bounce.
They definitely were playing it in the clubs. They definitely played it in clubs. But I think all right. So for the record, before we move on, in your opinion, each person who won the battle for you and why?
I mean,
J. Cole, because he stayed out of it.
J. Cole, because he stayed out of it.
I said that a week ago. I said it a week ago. I'm telling you, Cole won. Everybody can say what they want.
No Vaseline.
Yeah, no Vaseline. That's a vicious record right there. No Vaseline is a vicious record.
So I'm gonna say because y'all all said J. Cole. I'm gonna go with Kendrick only for exactly what Mike said. This dude Drake put out a song, and this dude like 20 minutes later was like, "That's cool. Let me drop this song."
Crazy.
Yeah.
See, Brad agreed with me. He said anymore. He's not in the news no more.
He is in the news. He was just on the roast. I'm telling you, like nobody's
he's not in the news into the same light.
We ain't talking about it on social media.
My social media is taken over by Drake, Kendrick, Superman's new costume, and the X-Men trailer tomorrow. I mean, that is all in my timeline. I don't have it. They released a trailer today for tomorrow's episode.
Oh shoot, I missed that.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, hey,
me my X-Men.
Hey, it's hot. It's hot.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna put y'all
on
social
media, man.
I'm about to put y'all on mute.
On social media.
Magneto's still right. That's a separate conversation, but I'm just saying.
Magneto ain't right. Cyclops is though.
Oh, don't.
Cyclops is right.
They
you disrespect Cyclops, all right?
They
Cyclops is never right.
Don't you ever in your life.
Hey, this is the one situation where Magneto cannot be argued because he really put his faith in Charles and the X-Men and tried to do it Charles's way. When that man cried, when nobody was looking, you knew Magneto was sincere and was really putting forth effort to do it Charles Xavier's way. And change who he is. So
correct.
I say that.
And he still had to go and cause a global EMP. had to go cause a whole global EMP. I told y'all hoes. That's when he was flying up to the North. When he was flying up to the North Pole, he was flying with the spirit of "I told you hoes." Like the whole way. Then the EMP starts going out. You hoes listen next time. Like, I thought it was perfect. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely excited to see what happens next episode. Although I would be more excited if Magneto was like, "Hey, we about to F stuff up." I'm not gonna cap. I would definitely be more excited about that than I am Charles is back. So we'll see what happens. I agree. Right?
I take no discredit away from Cyclops. He was right as well. They just both are.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that first thing in the morning, man. You know what's weird? I shouldn't say this online, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I set my telework days up for Wednesday for specifically for New Comic Book Day, right? But then the show started coming out on Wednesday, and I was like, this is perfect. Like, I can literally wake up in the morning and watch X-Men as soon as it come out and be at work at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wonderful. So like,
hey man, that show is the best cartoon Marvel has ever made. Easily.
Right.
Ever.
Y'all can speak on the authority of that better than I can. I can't speak on that. Mike looks like he wants to pretend that though. I see Mike's face. Mike look like he itching to say something. Mike look like he itching to say something.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, Javon. All I'm gonna say is, right now I'm on the path of declaration that it is the best cartoon that has ever been made at this point. And this is coming from a full-fledged Avatar, The Last Airbender, The Legend of Korra fanatic.
I ain't putting it over Avatar yet, y'all.
Hold on. You think it's better than Batman the Animated Series?
I ain't going that far.
I said I'm on the declaration to that road.
Y'all putting it over Spider-Verse? I mean, I know it's a TV show versus a movie, but
I'm talking about.
No, it's two different things.
Just on series is okay.
Yeah, just series. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you tell me.
It might be top 5 though.
Every week there's multiple bars.
You putting it over Invincible already?
Yes.
Oh man, okay.
And I love Invincible.
That's a tough one.
5. I love Invincible. Look, the Invincible comics, I keep those separated from my other comics. Those are go-tos. Those are go-tos. I'll pull those out. When the last issue of Invincible came out, I carried that last issue around with me in my book bag for 6 months. Everywhere I went, just so I could pull it out. X-Men 97 has several quoted bars every week. They have multiple action scenes every week. Dude, do you understand the? Hey, this is about to be y'all's official word. I'm making it y'all's official word. Do you understand the passion and vigor that came out of Rogue's mouth when she said that dude killed a good man, my man, not M-Y, but M-U-H, my man. I've never heard Rogue take ownership in a relationship to that degree.
It was too late.
The rain was pouring. Jean Grey watched her drop that man. Jean could have easily caught him.
Bro, can I tell you how funny that was to me? Because like when the scene happened, I'm sitting there like, Jean, you can just go let her drop.
Bruh.
Nightcrawler, you ain't gonna move.
They was all shocked. They was all in shock. They was like, what? What just happened?
Nightcrawler legit stood there like, I'ma just leave this alone. I'ma just say, oh my gosh.
I cannot put it over. Me, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited are my number one animated show of all time. Okay,
I completely understand you.
I can't put it there just yet.
That's why I said I'm on the declaration, because Justice League and Unlimited Justice League is on my top 5.
Hold on,
I'm on this road right now.
It might be
I
in the
think
top
Justice
5.
League Unlimited is better than Justice League.
Yeah,
but X-Men is better than Justice League.
Okay. We can have this. Is where our road can split.
It's like I count Avatar as one show. I count both Avatars.
Okay.
I count both Justice Leagues as one show. Like in spirit, they're the same show to me.
I respect that, and that's a cheat, and I'm gonna take it. That's how I'm moving it forward too. I like that. I definitely like how you did that. I
can't put X-Men 97. I can't take X-Men 97 without X-Men, and together, to me, in my brain, like it's one show. So I can't put it above the rest of these yet.
I can't tell you one.
No, man, it's a different show, man.
I can't tell you one thing wrong with X-Men 97. There is not one.
It's too fast. They're moving too fast.
No, they're not.
Too fast. Man, come on now. They're moving too fast.
They're not.
I can tell you something they did wrong that I hated.
There you go.
Here we go.
It's the scene where Cyclops leaves his son.
Oh, okay.
And lets him take, and then he's not there for it. That was the only problem I had.
I can get that. I was a little bothered about that too.
Because you can't say all he just said and be like,
I wouldn't say that was wrong. I would say the one thing that I didn't like I said, I think that they're moving too fast, and the Madeline Pryor, the Jean Grey to Madeline Pryor transition happened too fast for me. I think if they would have gave her the next episode to be like, oh, I'm Madeline Pryor, because like, where did you even get that name from? Like in the show, in the continuity of the show, where did you even get that from? If they would have met her in Genosha, and this is a week later or whatever, and she said, oh, don't call me Jean, call me Madeline, that would have been better. But I think they just moving too fast. But that's just nitpicky. It's been a fabulous show.
I mean, I've said the same thing. I've said the same thing, but that's because I'm not nearly as well versed as y'all are on God knows the comics. I mean, we all know that. The TV show, to me, it does seem like they were speeding things along, but it didn't bother me. It's just like, okay, well, I get why they're doing that though, because there's a whole bunch of pretext to this show. You know what I'm saying? So I get why they're doing it. But if it was bad, it would remind me of what DC did that effed up when DC was trying to build their universe.
It didn't rush it like that. It's not rushed like that. It's rushed.
It's not to that degree.
A lot of stuff. Yeah, they still are putting everything there that needs to be in there.
That's still the biggest disagreement I've ever had from anything I was watching. I'm like, bro, how the freak do you rush Doomsday? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's insane. You know what I'm saying? Like that's still the most disrespectful thing I've seen. You know what I'm saying that I'm aware of. Before we talk about that tomorrow, Mike, you needed to get something off your chest concerning not Kate. So I do want to know that though. Is your issue with Caitlyn, or is your issue with the media concerning Caitlyn Clark? We're talking about Caitlyn Clark.
No, I don't think I have an issue with Caitlyn Clark, because if I was in her shoes, I would just eat it up too. I mean, she's got the world eating out the palm of her hands, and everything is coming to her. I would just go ahead and eat that up too. But my problem is I don't want to take any shine from Caitlyn Clark. I mean, I know the WNBA is a very heated topic about how they're going to get the viewership, how are they going to make money, because they want to get paid more. They want to be paid the same as the NBA. And my thing is right now with the class of, and literally class because they just came from college, the class of women that are coming to the WNBA now are going to get you that viewership. So for the life of me, because of how things have been presented on TikTok, because of how things have been presented on Facebook and in media, I literally did not realize, and this has been a few weeks over time, Caitlyn Clark has lost 2 championships. She has lost those championships to Black women who are now champions.
Yep.
Both the Black women that beat Caitlyn Clark are on the same team. How dare you not play their game too?
They wasn't even showing their game. Like
that's what I'm saying.
And I understand they were preseason games, but still.
Fuck that. Caitlyn Clark's game is preseason.
If her games are being played, if her games are being shown, they need to show. They definitely show games. They need to show Sky games for sure.
At least they should have shown both.
Yeah, whoever is in charge of the WA, NBA, or whatever, whoever is dictating over this thing, they have no argument. If the case is you need viewership to make this money, you need people to watch the NBA, the WNBA, come to the games, to buy the stuff, to be able to start to get the money that you want from the NBA, and you don't show the talent you have in the WNBA, that is bullshit.
That is. I saw 2 things. I saw that they changed it first of all because they heard the outcry of people, but also somebody was streaming it live on
Yes.
TikTok and got over 1 million like live views or something like that. Somebody was at the game. They were at the game, right? What was it?
It was like 300 million, something ridiculous.
Yeah, they were at the game, streaming the game on their phone, and people were just tuning in. And then they changed it. They changed it for the next game or whatever. So the second thing is, and this is what I think this might be a controversial thing, but I think what they're trying to do by, highlighting Caitlyn Clark individually, I think that they are, number one, trying to get white people invested in the WNBA. I think they want to get white viewership up. They want to get people who, are at home, during these prime hours or whatever, on to the NBA. They want to get them hooked on. They want to give them something to be invested in. But then also, I think they're relying on us to be doing exactly what we're doing right now, because they know black people going to talk. They know black people going to get on the social media and talk about the things that we care about, because that's what we do. We get out here and we use our voices to do the activism of spreading the word. They're not putting the dollars behind it to, I don't know if they're purposely trying to enrage us and get us to, fuss and fight about it to get it changed or what, but it seems like they're trying to do something, and it's on purpose, because like we said, if they're showing the Indiana games, they should be showing the Chicago, because they know those are the two most popular people in the WNBA right now.
But you got to realize, like about sports, like anytime, especially sports that are dominated by black people, anytime there is like somebody who's not black, who's pretty good or really good, they gonna get to shine all the time. Like, and they're gonna be kind of propped up a bit. Somebody mentioned Larry Bird.
Yeah,
somebody said Larry Bird. I'll tell you this, and Morgan gonna hate me, but that's okay. But look at Luka. Luka is a great player.
Luka's an amazing player.
Luka's an amazing player, but he ain't better than a lot of the black players that are already
he ain't better than Jason Tatum, though.
Come on now. I'm not doing this tonight.
Come on. Tell him, Javon, he ain't better than Jason Tatum.
I'm not trying to argue with Morgan.
He ain't better than Jason Tatum, no.
I'm not trying to argue with Morgan. I'm trying to keep this
basketball. Jason Tatum is a better basketball player than Luka Doncic right now.
Top 5 live. We are not talking about the men tonight. So to my
you're right.
So that was my point. Hold on. My point was, when Caitlyn Clark comes along, and she's very good and she's marketable, they gonna put the rocket ship on her back and have her and basically rocket her to the moon. It's just, I'm not surprised that they're doing this.
So this is where we're gonna disagree, and it's gonna be perfect fine. I don't give a dang if they put Caitlyn Clark on a spaceship and send her around the damn galaxy praising her and all that stuff. What I'm saying is, if you want your chips to get your money on the WNBA, also highlight these women too.
I agree with you. Show
their game, and that's where I'm being lost at, because both these women beat her. They
agree
beat her
with you,
in championship games. Javon, I'm not.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, I'm like ducking.
My thing is that not only. So look, this is the synopsis of what's going on. The first time Caitlyn Clark makes it to the championship game, she waves off Raven Johnson, disrespectfully waves off Raven Johnson at the 3-point line. Raven Johnson then comes back this year with a majority black women's team, with a black woman head coach, with a perfect record, and they beat Caitlyn Clark. Raven Johnson locks Caitlyn Clark up, but you don't hear that narrative. You don't hear about, that's one of the greatest comeback stories ever. To be waved off and embarrassed in the previous championship game, and then you come back and lock her up in the next game and you win? Yeah, why was Caitlyn Clark and her team invited to all the places and they lost?
They lost. And she lost that the first game that got all the coverage, where she hit her first, scored her first point and all that stuff. She lost that game too.
I didn't know she didn't lose, that she lost that game. They made it seem like she won.
They showed that last play now. That because old girl cooked. The chick that was guarding her was cooked. I'm talking about Curry and some. It was the whole Curry family on that crossover. That crap was madness. And then step back, swish for the game winner. So I mean, it. I agree with you 100%, Mike. But we know it's what Javon said and it's what Sean said. If there is it's the same reason why there is often conversation around the MVP race when we've had it for the last 4 or 5 years about whether or not Joker should have won it, about whether or not God knows people still talk about Steve Nash winning that year. That who else was up that year that had an insane season?
Kobe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Kobe was supposed to win.
Like we are fully aware. We're fully aware that when there is it's a syndrome called the Great White Hope. It's always going to be a thing. It'll never not happen. That's just what it is. Conor McGregor, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Is Conor a bad man? Yes. Is he in John Jones' league? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? And Conor would tell you that probably. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you find a white player that is great at whatever the sport is, they're going to prop him up. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's just what's going to happen. In Caitlyn's case, and I agree with you 100%, Mike. Prop Caitlyn up. She deserves it. It's not like she hasn't earned it. She has, right?
Absolutely.
But you have to make sure that you're doing it equally, or you're going to look like exactly what we're talking about right now. You're going to look like you're specifically being racist, monetarily.
It's not even just being racist. It's now you're showing bad business outcome. Now you have a situation where you have stars. You have multiple stars. And I also understand why I can't remember her name, and I feel terrible for that. But the woman who is like a 2-time NBA gold medalist, WNBA MVP champion.
Who? Asia? Was it Asia Wilson?
I believe
Asia Wilson.
And
well, she gets covered all the time.
Yeah, but people are like, why doesn't she have a shoe deal? I get why she doesn't have a shoe deal.
She does have a shoe deal, though, I think.
No, that's okay. Maybe I'm talking about a different person, but that's
people were saying that, and then somebody was like, "Yeah, she has a shoe deal, y'all."
Oh, okay, all right. Then
I'm almost certain I saw that.
Well, if
Asia literally just got listed as one of the top 100 most influential people for the year. Actually,
yeah. All right,
it might have been Candace Parker they were talking about because she just.
No, they were talking about Asia. They were talking about Asia. So I was wrong.
Okay.
So with that and all that to say is, I understand why Caitlyn Clark got a shoe deal going in. I don't,
and she deserves it.
I'm not taking that away from her. She deserves it. What I'm like, I said, it is. You're not being business minded. You don't just have Caitlyn Clark. If it's the theory of what you guys are saying. Let's put up the Great White Hope here for us to get that white money into the WNBA. Fine. But money's money. Money is green. And it comes from all colors of it. Satisfy the other people too. I think once Juju is up, once Juju Watkins at USC is up for this type of acclaim similar to Caitlyn, I think she'll get that back, and it will honestly be the reason that Dawn Staley. I still agree with you, but this is similar to, and people hate this conversation. Black people hate this conversation. I myself hate the conversation, but I also know that it's practical. Obama talked about it in his book, and he knew people were gonna hate him for that too. But the whole political thought process of rising tides raise all boats. Black people hate it. We should hate it, definitely. You know what I'm saying? It's why reparations aren't a thing yet. At the same time, though, if you don't use that strategy in the meantime until you get to what we ultimately want to get to, which is equality, then you're holding yourself back for longer than you had to. You know what I'm saying? So there's still, I agree with you, though. I want to make that clear. I agree with you 100%. They need to do both. You know what I'm saying? For certain, especially because you have bona fide stars. Angel and Kim are going to be huge in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to be huge. Yeah, and when they play again, it's going to be, man. When that game, they literally, before Caitlyn came there, they literally expanded the stadium. They already have sold out tickets
for the games for the year already. Unprecedented. The Caitlyn Clark effect is real. I have never seen anything like it, and it's no question. We know why it's real, but it is real.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to ride
But that's fine though.
that wave for everybody. Different plateau.
I only had issue with two things. This is the last thing I'm gonna say on it. I only had issue with two things. One is like y'all made the point about when I'm sorry, what was the team that won? Jesus Christ.
South Carolina.
South Carolina won. You know, on the ESPN was showing Caitlyn Clark's face.
Yes.
And I was just like, what is happening right now? And then number two, they had Caitlyn Clark and her whole team on SNL. I was sitting there like, I mean, I get it, but it's a bad look.
It's a bad look. Like, I understand it.
It's like if the 49ers won the Super Bowl, but you still had Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs on SNL in the White House. Like, come on, man.
Even if you wanted to have Caitlyn Clark, on SNL, the business decision would have been, hey, these ladies are the future of the WNBA. Put Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark on SNL. Get them both on there. Let's get both fan bases. Let's keep this money. Let's start, really investing this money in it so we can multiply and double and triple that. I don't want to take anything away from Caitlyn. She has worked her ass off. She is an incredible player. I watch your highlights. She's dope. But you're at an opportunity where you have 3-4 other dope ass women too that have a fan base that all the shit that I hear people say about what the WNBA needs in it, all these women do it. How dare you not use them? How dare you not put them in there and showcase them?
I agree. I think it is coming. I saw a report earlier today, and it has to be because of the influx of money that they've seen. That they're now making the flights for WNBA games charter flights, like as early as this season. Like they're going to be able to get charter flights now. So one of the things that because the other hard part about the argument about them getting paid as much as the NBA players, God knows all of us want that. But in order for that to happen, it's just the same as like, we could say that when the SFL is back in for a little while, you could say the SFL should get paid comparable to the NFL, but it's not going to until people support it. At this point, the influx that women's game has seen, I don't think it's going away. I think this is here to stay. No. Yeah, I think this is here to stay, and we're definitely gonna see it. We're gonna see the effects of pay, the effects of deals. We're gonna continue to see the effects in college with the NIL deals. Both in men's and women's sports. Like I think this is a new wave, especially because now you have so many young women. Kobe has an imprint on this too with the Mambacita stuff and everything that he was doing for the girls game. You know what I'm saying? Before him and baby girl passed. You know what I'm saying? So it's I think this is a wave that's going to continue, especially because there's so many little girls that are inspired now. There's so many fathers that are inspired to be able to like, just because you have a little girl doesn't mean that you can't have the dream of coaching your kid to being able to play in a professional league or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That dream has ignited your fathers, mothers, little girls in a way that has never happened before because of all of this we're seeing right now. And I for one, am extremely excited for it. Like extremely.
Yeah, I agree.
Go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say like Mike was saying, we vote with our dollars. So I'm getting me a Las Vegas Aces jersey because
I'm going to a game.
Vegas. It's Vegas and it's the Aces. So that's my team. So I'm gonna get me a Vegas Aces shirt, jersey.
I'm trying to.
And when I'm out there next time to see my brother, my brother Marcus, he be out there. So he said that the Las Vegas Aces games be lit. So and he's trying to work with them as far as like producing music and doing like halftime and stuff. So I'm gonna do my best to get out there. And if Charlotte, ends up, I ain't even going.
No, I'd love to go to a Connecticut Sun game. I ain't never been.
We had the Sting for a while. That's who Don Staley used to play for. But
I'm
hoping. I was talking to my boys earlier this year. Like I seriously want to go to an Aces game, and I specifically, if I can get a ticket to go to the Aces versus Indiana versus the Fever, bruh, I want to be there for that because that crap's number one is going to be sold out. But Vegas will probably be on fire for that game because you know what I'm saying. Because Asia's not going to show any mercy whatsoever to Caitlyn or whoever else because they are the champs and they're gonna make sure that it's very well understood that welcome to the league rookie that's coming. You know what I'm saying?
They should be feeding into that. They should be feeding into that. They should be feeding into the fact that Angel Reese beat Caitlyn Clark in the championship, and there should be a countdown to their first matchup together. There should be a countdown on the WNBA website right now. Like, be ready. Be ready. Right. August 5th, it's happening. 2024 rematch of the NCAA championship game. Like all that they should be feeding into all that, man.
I will say though, I will give them credit. This is where I'm gonna give WNBA credit and college basketball. They're doing a better job of marketing now than they have in recent years. Because they're basketball players. I tell the story all the time. One of the league MVPs for the WNBA bought my comic book, and I had no idea. I got a picture of her right now. She's one of the best basketball players in the league, and it was in Connecticut. Jesus, I keep forgetting her name all the time.
Who she
but I got to pick. She played for Connecticut Sun. We were in the casino, and they had just finished playing, and some of the players came to the Comic-Con. Now, I should have realized it because she 6'3", but I was in my mood. But I would have never. I had no idea who she was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they look like, but I'm seeing a lot better job now.
Yeah, it's changing.
I'm seeing a lot better job of them promoting. You know,
they need to follow WWE's formula. Because they're some of the best storytellers in entertainment right now.
That's facts. That's facts.
Triple H is killing it.
That's a fact. So I'm definitely excited. Yeah, I'm definitely ready for the list. Y'all make sure y'all show us y'all list. But I want to say that too before we get into the list. I can't say how excited I am, especially because I already have a gripe, and me and the fellas have talked about this in our private thread. To me, the NBA isn't worth watching until the playoffs. The NBA playoffs have been fan-freaking-tastic, without question. I always watch the playoffs.
I absolutely agree with that. I know people are I know there's been a lot of discourse and conversation about the NBA regular season and players and stuff, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but it made me immediately say, y'all know these boys don't play to the playoffs. Shut that shit up, man. You know,
which is gross.
It is, but you know that's the mentality that is in the NBA now. It is not like it was in the 90s where it was all, I'm here to put my foot in your mouth. I'm here to win as many games as possible. That's just not the mentality. They save themselves for the playoffs.
But I disagree on that. I think it is. I just think there's a disparity between the really good teams and the really bad teams, and because there's so many. So you'll see during the season a bunch of Denver Nuggets versus Washington Wizards. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got to play everybody. So you're going to see some games where the talent is way better on one team than the other. The reason why the competition level looks so great in the playoffs is because you got the absolute best teams playing over and over and over again.
I would agree with that if there were not regular seasons where the best players on both teams took nights off and sat on the bench.
Well, correct. But again, they're
saving themselves for the playoffs.
Well, correct. But a big part of that is a lot of the guys that do that are older. Like the young guys ain't taking nights off. Anthony Edwards ain't taking nights off. Tatum ain't taking nights off. The young guys are playing. The older dudes, Bron, what's the dude who always takes nights off? Jimmy Butler always takes nights off. All these dudes are
these are the players that we're going
Kawhi. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks bad.
Nights off?
Huh?
You said LeBron takes nights off?
Yeah.
Since when? LeBron played 68 games this season. What are you talking about?
Hey,
the man is 38 and a half years old. He played more games than Kawhi Leonard this year. What are you talking about?
I'm not doing this with you. This man also goes around with a crown on his head. He talks more shit than
Yeah,
the big
He's
dick.
57 years old.
I
What are you
don't
talking
give a
Hey,
about?
Mike.
I don't give a damn.
Mike, you want to go ahead? You want to go ahead with your list because I'm not doing
57
this
years
Danny
old.
night.
Hey, go ahead and
I am
announce the
not.
list, man. Go ahead and announce
I
He
the
needs
am
to
list.
not
take a
doing
week
this
or
to
3
Danny
off.
night, bro. I'm not.
Wait, time out. Time
I'm
out.
not.
You just said he needs to take time off.
I said he needs to. I'm saying, but he hasn't.
You
This season,
so he
he
never
played
took he
68
never load
games.
management. He never load management.
I said this season he didn't load manage this year.
That's
He
not true at all, though. He sure enough did.
absolutely did.
He was
He
in,
sure
he was
enough
out
did.
when he was injured. What are you talking about?
That man ain't that injured. What else? All right, then.
Y'all some haters, man.
I know. I don't agree.
You-
I am a huge supporter.
You,
I
and
do
I
you,
already knew.
I'm just
I didn't say a
Hold
word.
up.
You was gonna start your
You-
BS, and I tried to save you
and
from it.
you, some
What else,
haters.
Reborn?
Do the list.
Dude, I'm not a hater. I support LeBron James, but I also see.
hey, that's a great segue
what people
into
are
our
the
top
discourse.
5 hated characters.
Top five most hated characters.
Yes.
LeBron James in
Correct.
Space
I
Jam. Number
swear,
one.
Diddy be making me so bad, yo.
LeBron James in Space Jam. Number one. Most
Thank
hated.
you, Ryan. Thank you for
Okay.
speaking truth. But yeah, let's get into the list before Danny has
Can
an
we block
aneurysm or
Ryan
something.
Robinson? Is it possible? Can we block Ryan
No.
Robinson for spreading falsehoods and falsehoods and fabrications in the comments? Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
No,
wow.
we absolutely not. We absolutely
Who's
cannot
going
do that.
first?
Who's number 1?
Who's going first?
You going first?
Shoot, hey, Mike.
Oh,
Mike, is
can we show my window?
it's your list, bud.
Why
Can we
is
show my
Gambit?
window?
Yeah.
Why is Gambit?
Absolutely.
Gambit should not be on nobody's list.
All right. First off,
And
shout
Gambit
out
better
to
not
Top
be on
5
nobody's
Live.
list.
Shout out to Top 5 Live for indulging me and allowing me to come onto their platform and let me vent and get my frustrations off. Now, again, these are top 5 most hated characters that you hate, characters that you want to help take down, characters that you may want to actually literally take the character's life. And I give you the disclaimer again, we are not talking about the actors or the voice actors of these characters. We're talking about the fictional characters, not the real people. Real life.
Right. Absolutely. Disclaimer noted.
That disclaimer was important.
Coming in at number 5, the smugness and the arrogance of this poppy prince that didn't earn shit. The way he talked, the way he acted. Ooh, I wanted when. Ooh, I hate him.
I already knew. I knew.
Joffrey is terrible. Dude. Have you ever wanted to be an advocate for somebody? Like every time he talks about, I just wish I could be their anger coach and be there to respond back to Joffrey. When Tyrion smacked that boy, it made me feel good to my heart, to my soul. Oh my goodness, bro, I can't stand Joffrey.
When he drunk that chalice and started coughing, I was like, this can't be. It can't be. He's fell down. Oh, he's choking. Oh God. Yes.
That's terrible.
This is so terrible because I don't believe his death was painful enough. I don't believe it was painful enough.
I agree.
I wanted this man to suffer. I wanted him.
That could have gone on for days, and I'd have been fine with it.
I wanted him to suffer the same way he has made other people suffer. I want them, instead of cutting off his head, putting his hands out there, cutting off his hands, and then burning them to stop the blood. I want him to experience everything that he put everyone else through. All of it.
Agreed.
Coming in.
He deserved all of it.
All of it. Coming in at number 4. The bastard. Oh! Hey!
This is too low. This is too low.
What this man did was unnecessary. The evilness that seeps through this man's soul was unneeded. Oh my goodness, do you know? Oh, when he had my man pent up in the torture room and he was just cutting pieces off of him and just having casual conversation.
What show is he from? What show is this?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, this is another
I forget. Danny don't know.
I be trying to help this man. I be
forgetting.
Don't get me started, man. Please don't. I don't even want to get it. I don't want. That's my brother, and I love him to death, and I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to.
I just didn't know. I didn't. I knew who the first one was because I've seen him before. I don't know who this guy.
Hey, when Jon Snow,
He said Evil Frodo was amazing.
when Jon Snow took these punches to old boy, I felt each one of them. A matter of fact, y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you. I acted those punches out with Jon Snow live during that show.
Wow.
When he got on top of us, I started punching the carpet. I was with it.
Sir.
Hey, listen, y'all. Listen, to our audience, Mike Watson's had a hard week, so he's letting it out today. We're letting we're letting.
We right here, Mike. We got some. We here so far.
Hey, but Sansa letting his dogs eat him and watching him suffer through that. Chef kiss, Sansa. Chef kiss. All right.
Damn, we only go 4. Go ahead, Mike.
Dolores Umbridge from the Harry Potter stories. This may be the most racist person I've ever seen, ever in any type of show, anime, any of it. This woman's polite, curtsy voice is like nails on a chalkboard. You know she hates you, and she's only talking to you professionally because she doesn't want to lose her job. The shit that she did to Harry, young Harry, in this series I hated this woman more than Voldemort. And Voldemort's racism was so strong, it erased his nose.
Oh boy.
If you are a Harry Potter fan, I know you feel me and you understand this. This is why this woman takes number 3. I am not an advocate for putting my hands on women. I am not. But I would fight this woman tooth and nail. Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Predator style. I would.
I'm with you on this one. I'm with you all.
Oh, Eric said 100%.
Oh, he said I hit.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. So that's number 3. Coming in at number 2. I don't know if you all know who this is.
I do not.
But this is Frankie from Better Things, a show on FX.
Oh, I heard that show.
My children know that I hate when they are disrespectful to their mother. Their mother is everything. Their mother is the sun. We respect her. We take care of her. We don't talk out of pocket or do anything out of pocket to your mother. That's how I was raised. That's how I am. This little demon right here is the most disrespectful, foul-mouthed, wretched child I've ever seen in my life. I'm trying to tell you, the things she says to her mother are out of pocket. Matter of fact, they're not even in a pot. The pocket hasn't even been sewn yet for this to be out of pocket. The way she talks to her mama.
Oh my god.
Crazy, the mouth on this child. All right.
And her mama didn't kill her yet?
Hey, her mother tries, dog. Her mother tries so hard.
I see she lacks pigment, so I understand.
Look, the basic story, real quick. The mother left their husband, her father left him because he was mentally and physically abusive to her. She has never told her kids about this because she doesn't want her kids' relationship with their father to change. So she doesn't talk negative about their dad, but she just says, it just doesn't work out with me and your father. He did not make me happy. It was very painful for me. But he's your dad. So she doesn't dog her dad, but she is constantly throwing her father into her mama's face all the time. And like, it is crazy. Dog, y'all wouldn't stand for it. I know y'all would.
I believe it.
Y'all would not stand for the way this child talks to her mother.
You're right. I'm mad right now.
Dude, I don't even know who she is, and I don't like it.
I got Frankie is her name. Frankie is her name. Remember it.
If the show is as entertaining as your description of how much you hate her is, I mean, I might have to watch this tonight, man.
Hey,
absolutely.
I'll tell you right now. Just go on TikTok and type in Frankie from Better Things. You'll get all the clips. Oh, I showed this what this child does.
Better Things.
I showed it to my kids, and they were just looking at me like, yeah, that's right. she's wild, right? They said she is wild, Dad. She is really wild. And then, so I was like, man, that's a terrible character, right? But this character is based off a real person.
Oh, wow,
The
really?
whole show is based off of a real family situation. So she really happened.
Let me go grab Whitney real quick.
That's crazy.
We got remedies for stuff like this.
What's number 2, man?
No, that was number 2.
That was number 2.
That's number 2.
Yeah,
we're going to number 1 now.
I'm astonished right now.
Number 1,
Griffith from Sword of the Berserker.
Who is that?
This is Griffith from Berserker. It is an anime. It is a manga. It was on Netflix for a very long time. It was like 3 films animated. The dude with the really big ass sword, and he's got one eye. He's like black armor.
Okay.
So me and Dakota talked about this character, and look. I hate him with a vigorous passion that has not been written in the souls of men yet. All right, that's how much I hate this character. When the final scene of this character was happening, I was jumping up and down and I was screaming because I wanted to be in the TV so bad so I could help Berserker, so I could help him get to this motherfucker, so he could put his hands on him.
Oh my God!
What this character does is so enraging. It's so beyond anything I've ever experienced in fiction, in real life. It is just mind-boggling, crazy what he does.
Y'all know we lost this week, right? Just off the descriptions, we lost. I just want y'all to understand we lost.
This is awesome.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I was at a comic book convention and Dakota was with me, and Dakota knows how I feel about this character. He knows I hate this character. I want to make myself an anime character so I can go save Berserker from this character. But somebody came up to my table with a tattoo of this character and said, wait a minute, and said he did nothing wrong.
Oh,
Dakota patted me on my leg like, Mike. He was like, Mike, don't react.
That's terrible.
Just know that you're not gonna like what you're about to see. No. And I looked over and I saw that and I was like, what the fuck you mean he didn't do nothing wrong? Just like that at the comic book convention.
He's gonna be attacking people. He's gonna be attacking people at the shows, Mike.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this thing, J Quick. If you see somebody with a tattoo of this motherfucker and he says he did nothing wrong, you better watch that nigga. You better watch him. There's something wrong with him.
Oh God!
I'm telling you right now. There's something wrong with the person that has a tattoo that said that this man did nothing wrong. You better watch him. You know that debate about the bear and the man? This is the man.
This is the man.
Yo,
that's the one. That's the one that they talk about.
This is who they're talking about. This is who you don't want alone in the woods. Now everybody's entitled to their opinion, but this outrageous act in this anime, I will never watch that anime again, and I have not. I will never watch it again in life. Nothing in fiction has enraged me the way that this motherfucker has right here.
Hey, I got it, man. God dog, bro. I got to do a whole guy. Dang. I gotta do a whole nother. My dude flipped on somebody at random at a con, bro. What you mean, bro? You know, like that is special.
It took me out of character. It took me out of character, dog. When I saw that he did nothing wrong.
All right, I'm gonna go. Okay. I'm not gonna beat that.
I gotta go.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
I want just real quick. I want you, Sir Seaborn. I never talked about this on my stream. Seaborn is from my stream. I've never talked about this on my stream. Before we even started this list, he said Griffith is number 1. I've never talked to Seaborn about that.
Okay, I love it. See, they already knew.
All right, so
That makes me want to read this joint by itself. Right. I hope one day that the preacher does this to so many people. You guys don't even understand, buddy.
Oh,
I can't even. I
get
don't
people
even know what to do here. Let me see. All right, number 5. All right, this character on this show used to frustrate me. So like I hated her. Like she went from like really lovable to like she can't get off the show fast enough. And I know a lot of y'all don't watch the show, and that's cool. I'm all right with it. Izzy Stevens from Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, I love Grey's Anatomy. I'm terrible with names though.
Izzy is the one, the blonde who got cancer and was with Alex Karev, and she left Holmes. She left this dude.
Survivor.
Hey,
that's crazy.
Hey, it's legitimate.
That's crazy.
It's legitimate.
That dude, that's a different level right there, bro.
All right, my bad. So she had cancer. No. So here's the deal. She had cancer. This dude who was pining after her and loved her forever. This man, he cared for her and got her healthy, and she like got upset with him because she lost her job because she had cancer and she didn't really want to take care of herself, so she blamed him, and then left him with all the money for the bills for the cancer treatment. Did on top of it, she came back, didn't tell old boy she was coming back, only came back to help her old funky teacher who used to teach her in like middle school, and then bounced and then tried to like love this dude again, and just expected him to be over it, and then she took off again.
Dang.
And then she literally took the dude's sperm. She took his sperm because they had gotten her eggs inseminated by his sperm. Took the eggs, had babies, didn't tell him.
Oh shoot!
Until they were like 5.
Until the kid was 5.
The twins. He had 2 kids
Dang,
he didn't know of until he was 5. Izzy is the damn devil.
That's crazy.
All right, number 4. Mike might appreciate this one. Mike will appreciate this one. Triple damn H.
Wow, triple.
For a long stretch of time.
He's not even a human. He's just a character at this point.
Everybody in wrestling fandom hated Triple H because that man had a chokehold on the world title, and he was with Stephanie McMahon. This man he literally said "you people" to Booker T in a few. Triple H was he literally lost the shit. I'll never forget this. I hated him on this day. It was a Raw episode of Raw. Chris Jericho won the title. Triple H was so bad. He dragged the referee back out after the match and made him overturn the decision to get the title back.
Wow.
That everybody hated Triple H for the longest time. All right, so that's number 4. Number 3, and I feel bad for this one, but number 3, I feel bad for this one, but because she was kind of right. But Skylar White from Breaking Bad. Nobody likes Skylar, yo. Nobody, dude. Not there one person who ever watched the show like Skylar.
She wasn't kind.
She was right. This man was selling freaking cocaine. He was selling cocaine, and she wanted him to stop.
He was definitely right.
She wanted him.
Well, he was selling meth,
but everybody hated Skylar, man. What'd you say?
Eric said Skylar was the main villain.
He was selling meth.
Said Skylar was the main villain of the show.
Skylar was not the villain, y'all. Number 2, and this character, unfortunately, the real man behind it suffered a lot because of him. And I don't like Star Wars, but when I watched this movie, I never wanted to strangle a CGI character before in my life.
Dang, not Jar Jar.
Jar Jar Binks.
Come on now.
I met the man behind the voice. He's a very great guy. So I want to make sure I separate this.
Dang.
He is a great guy, and I wish nothing but the best of him. But that character was annoying as hell, man. I'm sorry. I didn't like Star Wars already. That made me hate it.
Wow.
I was like, I don't ever want to watch another Star Wars in my life.
Dang, bro, that's terrible.
I'm good with it.
Dang.
On top of the fact that it was a bad movie.
You haven't seen the theories that Jar Jar was a Jedi Master? You haven't seen the theories?
It's not a theory. The actor confirmed that was the story. But yes, the actor confirmed that's what they were doing. But once people hated Jar Jar so much, George Lucas steered away from that. That would have been the greatest turnaround ever.
So I'm gonna say that. All right, and then number one, goddamn King Joffrey. Yo, the fact that we all cheered for a teenage boy to die horribly.
Y'all are terrible people.
Everyone, we are all terrible people, but that boy was hands down and I feel so bad that the kid like left acting altogether because he was so good at it that people couldn't separate reality from fiction. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he did the damn thing on that scene. So that's my top 5. There's one I really want to talk about, but I'll wait.
All right, let me get y'all mine real quick. While Mike was talking, I did I'm trying to see if I can pull up my slideshow. I did a slideshow while Mike was talking. Let me know if y'all can see it. All right. Morgan, you see my slideshow? I'm sharing my screen. Go ahead. Top 5 most hated characters. I had to get me a slideshow since Mike got a slideshow. I'm putting me one together too. All right. Mine ain't gonna take too long. I think these are mostly characters that everybody would know. But you might be surprised. Number 5, this little dude. Mineta. This is one y'all might.
You should have just said it.
This little dude, Mineta. This is the one that y'all might not know because it's from My Hero Academia.
I know who he is. This is leave Mineta alone, man.
Mineta, if they could, because I love My Hero Academia so much because in season 1 and 2 it probably would have been Endeavor, but they rehabilitated Endeavor. They made me like Endeavor. So if this show can make me like this little dude in the next couple seasons, I would say it's one of the best shows ever. But Mineta, I can't stand Mineta. And if you know Mineta, you know why. Okay. And my daughter just popped up out of nowhere as soon as I said My Hero Academia. Number 4, Commodus. Come on.
Oh, that's a good one.
This dude right here. This is the one when Mike said a character that you actually want to fight, that's this dude right here. Like, I would have actually fought this dude. Like, I would have, whatever I had to do to get in there with Gladius, hey, I would have been in there with him. I would have been in there with a Maximus Aurelius. Because this dude deserved to die. To die.
Still deserved to die.
Still deserved. Oh, when I'm hearing, Morgan, you might be right about that Gladiator too. I'm hearing some good things about that movie in pre-production. So.
Oh don't try to jump the train now, bro.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I just said I was.
No, we ain't say we wasn't gonna watch it. We just said it wasn't top 5 most anticipated.
Yeah, there's not a trailer or nothing for it yet. But all right, number three, this Joker right here, the high evolution.
Wow, that's a good
This dude right here, animal cruelty. Like, I never. If you saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3, this dude was terrible from the moment he showed up until the moment he left the screen. This dude was 100% terrible. This dude was out there experimenting on creatures, not caring about whole planets of creatures that he made. This dude was terrible. The High Evolutionary from Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now this number 2 and number 1. This number 2. I was a teenager and I wanted to fight this character so bad. I was with Goku. Okay. I was with Goku. Hey, I was in the living room powering up. I was trying to go Super Saiyan because I wanted to beat Frieza up so bad. every evolution of Frieza, every form of Frieza, I wanted to beat Frieza down. Okay, calling them monkeys. Like I took it personal. I wanted to beat Frieza up so bad. But the number one, and y'all might disagree with me on this one, but this dude from The Lion King, Scar.
Wow.
Besides the fact that he had an amazing singing voice and that amazing song,
Jeremy Irons,
bro, this man done killed Simba's dad. He killed Simba's dad, bro. Left this dude an orphan. Scar needed to get it. I would have transformed into a lion to kill Scar. Okay.
Hey, Danny, but Be Prepared was hot, baby.
Be Prepared was a hit, though.
Be Prepared was hot.
Be Prepared was a hit, though. Be Prepared was a hit, though. I can't be mad. I can't be mad about Be Prepared. It's definitely a hit.
That's a good list, man. Danny, your lists have gotten better this year. Like it's pretty good, man.
Scar's good.
I'm just saying. I appreciate it.
All right. I literally, while we were talking, I had a crossover from one of y'all's lists, and then y'all were talking about another show, and I was like, "Hey, bro, hold on. How the freak did I forget this person? I'm gonna get into it in a second.
Again.
I didn't know. It just came to me in the moment. I had to say it. Y'all got me pulling up pictures too, just for reference. All right. And I'm gonna put the poll up tonight like I did last time. I'm gonna just put it on the page. I'll share it, and then y'all vote in the comments until they bring the poll feature back to the group. All right. So number 5, and we talked about this character before. Y'all may not know this person, but she is going to remain on my list as long as I breathe. And there are many reasons for it, but
we
let me share my
know.
screen so I can.
We already know.
You do already
put
know.
her up. Go on and put her up.
I hope so. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, did it come into the screen?
Waiting for
her. For Midnight Mass.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't even know her name.
Beverly King. Beverly King.
As soon as Mike came up with this list, I was like, Morgan putting her on.
Sir.
Terrible. It just hit me just now.
I definitely don't believe in harming. I do not believe in harming women, but she's not a woman. I would choke her until her larynx broke. I would choke her until her larynx broke against one of the C vertebrae in her spine. I would throw her into the bottomless pit and fight her on the way down like Killmonger fought Black Panther. I would literally love to hand her over to Satan myself to have her make sure she stays in her cell in hell. I hate Beverly King, and the only reason she's not higher on this list is because there are other people that I hate. I don't know that I hate them just as much, but their impact is higher on the culture, and I also very much so hate these people, including the person I'm getting ready to name, which is my number 4. This is the one that I had to change out, but you guys definitely know who it is. I had to change it out because I had somebody Danny just named, and I had to change it because I forgot about this person.
We waiting, man. Come on now.
Number 4.
Dang, the Chicago's
freaking Homelander. I absolutely despise Homelander. I wish I would be just like old buddy in the show. I can't even remember his name right now because he makes me so mad. I would literally take the pill or whatever it took to be able to personally kill this man. Because in my opinion, Homelander is Donald Trump with superpowers. Like he's worse than Trump, to be honest with you, if that's possible. But he is about as horrible of a human being as is humanly possible. He's absolutely racist. He's absolutely a narcissist. And the thing that sets me off the most about Homelander is that he's actually a puss. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? He's honestly a professional puss. You know what I'm saying? He just so happens to have powers. And that's one of the reasons that he pisses me off the most. So Homelander is number 4. I originally had Commodus there, and I had to switch it out because I forgot about Homelander. So Homelander is my number 4.
Dang, he say fully autistic Donald Trump. That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, wow.
Number 3. I'm not gonna put the picture up because I don't want to freaking call because freaking I don't know if it's restream. I don't know what the heck it is, but it's pissing me off. Number 3, Joffrey Baratheon. It's impossible to make a list of hated characters and not have Joffrey's name not come up on it unless you have not had the pleasure of watching Game of Thrones to know better. If you ever watch Game of Thrones, there's no way possible that Joffrey's not going to make your list. It is impossible. It is impossible to make a list of
hated characters. And even I know that y'all, I know.
I am telling you, it is impossible to make a list of 5 hated characters that Joffrey's not on. It is impossible unless you have not seen it. So he had to be on the list. Number 2, me and Mike talked about this, and I want to talk about it in a second because I want to see what his reaction is. Number 2, Abby Anderson from The Last of Us. Abby Anderson. I might need to put up it. Somebody put Javon, your joint will actually probably work. Can you type in Abby Anderson on Google and share it into the stream so people can see the picture of her? I am conflicted about this because I personally don't hate Abby.
How do you spell it?
I got
it. It's A-B-Y. Okay, Mike got it. Okay, appreciate that.
Because the singer's coming up. As a singer pops up.
Well, Mike comes up. Somebody share that for me. Appreciate that. Abby Anderson from The Last of Us 2 is absolute. I have never in video game history, I've been a gamer all my life. I have never in life seen a reaction to a character like Abby ever in video game history. There have been some hated characters, but not like this. Abby Anderson, they announced about 2 or 3 months ago who was going to play her character in the series on HBO, and she started getting death threats in the same minute they announced it. in the minute they announced that she was going to be the character, she started getting death threats, and HBO had literally already made a contingency plan for said death threats, knowing they were coming. That's how hated Abby is. I personally,
thanks for spoiling it, Tion. Thanks for spoiling it, TikToker.
That's like Game of Thrones. That's like Game of Thrones. You have
more than enough. It's a whole nother medium. You can't spoil the show that hasn't come out yet because the game is out.
But you ain't played Last of Us either. Have you played Last of Us 1?
Exactly. Y'all didn't spoil Last of Us 1 when Last of Us was coming out.
I have been telling you for years now. I have been telling you for years now. You are tripping by not playing Last of Us. Have I not? I'm telling you.
Well.
Hey, I'm just telling you that Abby is the most confounding character. It's some of the best writing, if not the best writing that I've seen in the video game ever. Because when it happened, my level of anger, I can't explain it to you. because it happened and I was like, surely this is like this is a dream or something. There's no way that happened. There's no way that happened. And I had to sit with the controller in my hands like, wait, and you want me to do what now? You want me to what? Oh no. You know what I'm saying? I had people texting me when they got to that part of the game, and I have people right now that literally have not finished the game because of Abby Anderson. They stopped playing altogether. I've never seen it.
All of my kids are into scary games right now. Like it's the big thing that they're all into. So I might. I already got the first one. I might play through the first one.
You let me know. I'll play through it. I'll play through it, and y'all can watch me. It's that great. And they just remastered it. So I'm definitely replaying it, especially before the season comes back.
I'm just gonna say Morgan is absolutely correct. I despise this character so very much.
See?
And when there's a section where you have to switch over and play her.
Why she got that hammer in her hand like that? Never mind.
You don't want
to know.
When you switch over to play her, I didn't play the game for a week and a half because I did not want to be her.
That's terrible.
I did not want to be her, and I was so angry. But the reason she doesn't make my list is because I did play the entire game, and I understand where Abby is coming from.
Exactly.
But I still dislike her.
Oh, okay.
I get it. Abby, it's one of the best written. It is. Morgan is correct. It is one of the best written video games I've ever played in my life.
Ever. I've never been that confounded playing a video game in my life. And me and Mike, we're gonna talk about this on the show, but we were trying. When it happened, we talked about it, and I was like, "Bro, we got to talk about it on the show." We was like, "We can't." Like, we got to give people time. Like, we can't spoil it. And
I would love to talk about this. I would love to.
I promise. I swear to Beans, we could come up with a brand new topic right now, just so we could talk about it Tuesday. I have had conversation. We have not had full conversation yet. I would love to have that conversation Tuesday. I promise you. I will wait if I have to. But to me, it is one of the best conversations. It is literally the best storyline in video games, especially because they force you to have to. You have to go through it. You have to see the reasoning. You have to, and that alone confounds you in a place that you just don't want to. You know what I'm saying? You just do not want to. And the hatred online. People legit sold the game back. People turned it back into GameStop. Like I'm telling you, I have never seen anything like it in my life. So she had to be number 2 because the number 1, Ramsey Bolton. It's impossible. It seems impossible to hate somebody more than Joffrey, but Ramsey is worse because Joffrey is an idiot. He's an idiot. He's a kid. Like you know what I'm saying? He's an entitled a-hole that has a mom who put him up to it, right? Ramsey's a bastard, yeah, but you fed your brother to your dogs just because you could. Like he tortures people for no reason. He's a rapist. He's a sadistic person. He's a killer. He enjoys killing. He gets a light in his eyes for torturing people. Literally, I don't know how he pulled that off in an acting role, but he did it. He did it. He literally gets a light in his eyes when he's torturing people. I have never seen anything like it. And when the Battle of the Bastards happened, when he sent John's brother running across that field and hit him with that arrow right as John got to him, I swear I needed chainmail. I was so mad. I'm with you, Mike. When he caught him and when he caught him at Winterfell and beat the snot out of him, I was literally because remember on one he got to one side and just continued to hit the same spot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It won't like he said and I was like, yes, I feel that. Hit him right in the bridge of his nose, right there.
Hey, Tayon, if I pronounce your name correctly, you wild as hell for that statement. And I want to get you for your other statement too. It was right for the world of The Last of Us, but what Abby did was too much. I'm gonna leave it at that and save that for that.
I can't wait to talk about this. I don't know. I don't know, Mike. I don't know, bro. I don't know. A
child does, Tayon. A child who just wants to get back to their brother. See, I'm thinking about the scene right now. I'm getting pissed off.
Wait, what scene are you talking about? You talking about Game of Thrones?
Yeah, the one that he's talking about. Tayon's like, who runs in a straight line when they're getting shot at? A child who's been captive and tortured for months, who sees his brother as safety.
Listen.
Hey, listen. There's a woman who I wanted to put on my list. Y'all remember the movie The Mist?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Good. That would have been good. That would have been good. And
oh, girl,
you know
baby,
what?
so bad.
She's the original Beverly King. She is
I think
the
she
original
did it better
Beverly
than Beverly.
King.
She did it better than Beverly, man.
No.
Yeah, man.
No way.
She did it better than Beverly.
No,
This
definitely
right
not.
here is my actual full list. I can narrow it down, and y'all just added a couple to them that I forgot about.
Hey,
Yo.
I got another one for you, man. Y'all
Cool.
y'all see the movie The Patriot, Mel Gibson,
Yeah.
the Colonel Tabington?
Mm-hmm.
That dude killed 2 of his kids. That dude
Yeah.
killed his kids, burned his house down, burned the church full of people.
Commodus was on my list until I thought about Homelander. When I was watching Homelander and The Boys, I was like, yo, son, I legit wish that I could go, like exactly what Mike said. I legit wish I could go into this world, go to what is it, Void, wherever the freak they make that freaking chemical at. Give it here. Give it here. I need to kill this person before he unleashes this type of racism on the rest of the world. Let me do it. Please let me do it. If I have to die in the process, it's okay. The rest of the world can live, but he has to die. I was with you 100% on that when you said that, bro. That's the first person came to my head while y'all were talking about. I can't remember what character y'all were talking about. I said, "Oh my god!" I almost said it out loud. I said, "Oh my god, how I forget Homelander."
I got one for you, man. I got one for you, Morgan. Morgan will appreciate this. I don't know, Mike. Did you watch The Walking Dead?
Yes.
No, buddy.
Andrea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna top it even more. Can I top it?
Go ahead.
From The Walking Dead?
Lori I didn't hate her more than Lori.
I didn't hate her. I did not hate.
I
reverse those. Reverse it.
Yeah. I disliked Lori, but I hated Andrea. She was terrible in the show.
I didn't hate her because the way they told the story. That's another conversation too. Did she know that Rick was alive? Because I've heard people make the argument it shouldn't matter, and I've heard the other side of the argument, which is she didn't know. So she didn't know. I'm not saying it should have been Shane. I'm not saying that, but
but didn't she do it again? No, but she did it again after she found out he was alive, though. That was the problem.
No, she didn't.
She did. She had sex with him again. That's how he didn't know about the baby. Yes, in the show.
I don't remember that.
I think
Go back and watch it,
bro.
Huh?
I think she just happened to be pregnant. Once she found out he was alive,
she
was trying to mince.
No, they had sex again, dude. I'm almost positive they had sex again.
Think so, bro.
I have to go look, but I would
have had an issue with that. There were times where she seemed to, and I think people hated her for the same reason people hated Skylar, because they felt as though they were emasculating them. But like you said, and I agree, Skylar got on my mother freaking nerves. Don't get it twisted. But if I put myself in her shoes, she was right. Like, you know what I'm saying? You bringing all this crap into the house. You don't want to tell me nothing. Then when you do tell me something, you lying to me. If the shoe was on the other foot, we'd hate Walt. Walt was absolutely the villain the whole time. You know what I'm saying? The moment that I knew Walt was the villain was when he let Jesse's girl die beside him. There's no going back. There's no going back, bro.
He was the villain for quite a bit before that.
He was the villain the whole time.
The only problem with Walt is you like Walt as a villain. I did. I enjoyed Walt.
Hey, I got another one for y'all. Do y'all see the Green Mile?
Yeah.
The police
Percy.
I have one. Now his name ain't nobody's gonna recognize, but if you've seen Train to Busan,
yes. Oh boy, yeah. Oh yeah.
I wanted to come onto the train and endanger myself to kill him.
I agree.
I wanted to murder him with my own hands. So, and there's no redeeming him either. I definitely wanted to kill Commodus. I had a hard choice to make between Commodus and Beverly Keene, but y'all know how much I hate Beverly Keene.
I had a choice on here. I might have to say this, and then I gotta get with the kids and get them to bed.
All good.
Was Laura.
Who?
Laura Winslow.
Damn, dude.
Oh snap! In the top 5?
Oh yeah, dog. I was really debating. I
don't blame you.
Mike,
what she
Mike,
does to Steve Urkel is terrible.
Mike,
You're right.
I got you better, man.
Ain't no way.
You ready?
Go ahead.
Screech.
Screech. I barely remember Screech, but
I couldn't stand Screech, man. I would always be like, why are they friends with this dude? Like, just put him in a locker and go about your life.
Scrappy Doo.
Scrappy Doo.
Doo.
I don't have a problem with Scrappy Doo, man.
Scrappy Doo. I'm so glad you came up with this, Mike. Like,
I got another one.
Huh?
Mike, do you watch Angel? The TV show Angel?
I've seen a couple episodes, not all of it.
I was gonna say his son Connor. If you ever watched the show, bro, I never wanted to choke a little dude. I never wanted to choke somebody else so much. Like, you're supposed to like feel bad for him, but I was like, yo, if I ever see this dude, man. And apparently he's a nice guy. Like, I actually met him at one of the Comic Cons. He's a nice guy, like, but he played that character like, yeah, he deserved a nut shot, man. Like,
oh, I got a good one. That I just thought about that somebody said earlier, and I was like, dang, that's a good one. Tyreek from Power. Oh my god. Oh my god. I stopped watching the series.
Can I change my list? Yo, I couldn't stand Tyreek.
No.
I refuse to watch the end of the show. I refuse to watch the end of the show. That's how much I hate Tyreek. When I found out that he didn't die at the end, I was like, I got no reason to watch it.
I stopped. I had to stop the series together for Tyreek, bro. Yeah, I had to stop
Tyreek
watching the series altogether for Tyreek, bro. I said I can't do it.
When he woke him up with the gun in his face, they get up, little nigga. I was like, please shoot him. I don't think I've ever wanted a dad to kill his kid. I never wanted in my life.
Hey, I get it. I was with you. Please shoot him. Do it, bro. Do it for all
Danny
of us.
Glover.
Do it for all of us,
that's a good one. Danny Glover's a good one.
Oh, Mister.
Oh yeah, Mister. Yeah, Mister.
Forgot about Mister.
Mister's good. That's good.
Oh man.
We might have to revise this in a little bit.
If you watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the show, Dawn, her sister, nobody liked her.
Yeah, we might have to double back on this one, bro. Like do like a 2.0 list. Or something.
Oh, I got a good one. I gotta
get out of here though, gentlemen.
All right, let me get my one last one.
We appreciate you, bro.
One last one.
Uh-huh.
You ever watch that movie I Care a Lot?
Yes. Fantastic.
Marla Grayson, the main character. Yeah,
it was on
look
Netflix.
it up. By the end of that movie,
you gotta watch it.
You're gonna want to choke a chick.
No question.
All right.
It's the chick that played. It's the chick that played with Ben Affleck in Gone Girl. That played his wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really good though.
Hey, this is a good
episode, man. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for coming through, bro.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
I think we already have a topic for next week, but I'm dead serious. I'll switch all that crap to talk about Abby next week. I promise you.
I love to.
Hey, all right. We'll talk about it and figure it out. We love y'all, man. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. And continue to tell people about the show. Like, we're definitely gaining subscribers on YouTube. Like, we gained a lot from people watching the show, but also other clips that we put up on YouTube. If y'all aren't following us on YouTube already, if you're not already subscribed, go subscribe. But more importantly, please pass the word. We're trying to get our hours watched up so that we can get to the point where we start getting paid for the streams when we're doing the show and when we put up new videos and stuff like that. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe, tell other people to subscribe, tell them how much y'all love the show, and help us spread the word, man. We love y'all. Thank y'all as always. We'll see y'all next Tuesday.